Hello everyone, myself Ritika and I welcome you all to EduTap. Guys, this is a very interesting strategy session in which I have with me newly selected NABARD Grade A Officer, Mr. Tapan Bhawarkar. Thank you Tapan and most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we welcome you to our channel and we are happy to have you. I hope that your family is also very happy. You are very happy.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Like after selecting it, it is a pride moment for everyone. So they are still enjoying there. But I have some thesis works. That's why I'm not that much in that mood. But yeah, definitely after going back home from here, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of parties.
Very nice. So I will give you a brief introduction. Thoda sa I will tell all the students. So guys, you have to note that Mr. Tapan has done his BTech in agriculture engineering. And then in 2020, he passed out. After that, he took admission in MTech in IIT Kharagpur. There he is pursuing his MTech, and currently he is pursuing his MTech when he got selected in NABARD also. Prior to this, he appeared for AFO. He was preparing for AFO, but then he switched to NABARD, and in his first attempt, he cleared NABARD examination. So that is a very good feat, Tapan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So anything else आप कुछ or you would like to add on about your background? Because you have been selected in the agri engineering stream only. तो थोड़ा उस बारे में बताना चाहोगे?
Okay, so basically there is very less push related to agriculture engineering in this government sector itself. So NABARD is one of them. And while preparing for AFO only, I got to know about this, that NABARD is conducting every year, and here we having a post of agriculture engineering. So at that point only, I thought let's just start to preparing for it. And after the notification only, I start preparing for it. And then I am here.
Tapan, how many posts were there of your field?
Okay, so ma'am, basically there are only three posts is there, which are divided into categories.
Okay, so out of those posts you got selected.
Whoever is selected in three posts, they all are top in their categories.
Oh, wonderful. That is wonderful. So, guys, as we all know, if you don't know, I will tell you that phase one of different streams of the examination is common. So, Tapan, as he is selected as agri engineering grade A officer, but still he appeared in phase one, which is common, and phase two English descriptive is also common. So, Tapan, you please tell us about phase one preparation first of all. That you told me before we begin the session that you prepared just in 1 month everything you prepared after the notification was out. So how did you start? How did you prioritize your subjects and then preparation?
Okay, so basically the notification was out on last of the August. So after that, I just go through the all the previous year papers and note down the important topics, like from where the that particular questions were asked. So in that, I find that every year, days were asked, famous personality name were asked, and then different sections are there. So based on that, I start making my own notes. So, and with the help of different magazines, I refer them, and I just note down whatever the important dates are there, their themes are there, the famous personalities of last 6 months. Then later on the budget sessions and all. So I make a separate notes on a single copy itself. And after 15th of September is there. So I just start revising that particular notes only. Like after the reading of 10-15 days, I just try to cover the last 6 month current affair and just directly revising them. And from for the agriculture, so basically I was preparing for AFO. So agriculture is like I have know the basics of that, but I am not that much pro in agriculture itself. So that so I know the basics, and later on I just start reading about the current schemes and current schemes only for agriculture itself. So later on, and then for ESI section also, as I am from agriculture engineering background, so I don't have that much knowledge about like how to prepare for ESI. So for that also, I just analyzed the paper, and I found that most of the and majority of the questions from schemes only. So, and later on, I just analyzed the cutoff too. So cutoff is also nearly based on 40 to 45 marks. So I thought like just directly, why should not I prepare for schemes only and leave the rest of the ESI section? So I just prepare for this schemes, and for agriculture section too. I know the basics, so I just read that basic sections only, and then this schemes only. So this was
Okay.
my strategy. And for the other sections, which are the just directly which we have to cross our marks, like
Hmm.
for the reasoning and others. So that sections are quite easy. They are not asking that much hard questions. So I just leave that sections, and for the computer only I refer one computer book is there, nothing else. So this was
Okay.
my overall strategy. Yeah.
I have few questions because many students we get a lot of queries from students that I want to ask. Firstly, you said that you focused on government schemes for ESI majorly because you analyzed, which is right, that schemes are asked majorly. For agriculture also you refer to schemes. But see, there are a lot of schemes when we cover. So were there any specific schemes which you covered, or how much in detail you went to cover a scheme?
Okay, so ma'am, based on the last year questions, I found a trend that for agriculture they are asking the direct questions. Like as I am right now not remembering any question, but the questions are directly asked.
Hmm.
So only the YouTube videos are there from EduTap is there, and others are also available. So from that only I refer. And what next I did is like I used to read the latest news regarding any schemes in PIB. So
Hmm.
whatever the updation is there in PIB, I used to note down that things. So
Hmm.
this was the only thing I did, and
So
nothing.
your notes also helped you because you used to make notes, and after reading you said you revised a lot.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, I focused only on revision only. Like everyone is doing what they are just trying to collecting a lot of material, and I am not focusing on collecting the material. Whatever I have made, I just believe that it is sufficient for me, and I should only revise that thing. This is what
Hmm.
I used to do.
So very smartly you chose what to cover and then you prepared that only. You did not cover everything.
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I only have 1 month, so I know either I can cross it or I cannot.
Hmm.
So I just try to cover it at anyhow.
Very nice. And what about these parts schemes you have said, and there were documents like union budget, economic survey you also
Ah,
mentioned.
yeah, so economic survey section itself, I watch from your videos
Hmm.
only in the
So
available in
you found those are sufficient if you cover
yeah,
those
that's
videos.
sufficient. Yeah.
Okay.
And what I can suggest is that one can go through the official document itself.
Hmm.
It will not take a lot of time. It will take around 2 to 3 hours only to cover important points only and highlight it and then directly note down it so that next time you will revise it. Other thing, what I will suggest for the agriculture section, because majority of the journalists, so you should cover the agriculture census, which is an important thing.
Hmm.
And it's also videos are available in the YouTube itself, and then there is a forest report is also there. So
Hmm.
these are the sections which are asked by the NABARD, because NABARD is not focusing on asking the orthodox questions from agriculture, like which are asking AFO.
Hmm.
So basically, just go through these sections only. Like I have weak section of ESI, but majority of people here are having the weak section of agriculture.
Right,
So
that's right.
so they can vice versa. They can directly focus on agriculture and just try to score nearly 20 to 30 marks, which can be easily scored. Yeah.
Okay, so to list down, you have pointed very important things. This agri census is important.
Yeah.
India State of Forest report, these are given. Even livestock census they
Yeah.
can do.
Livestock. Yeah.
Right.
And even the import export data is there.
Huh.
Like, yeah, that thing is also,
I
it is.
think that it comes on PIB.
Ma'am, actually, there it is comes on our agriculture ministry website itself. It is
Right.
present. That report is present there.
So reports are there. Okay. So those can be covered, must be covered because as you said, nowadays asks question on these lines.
Yeah, even in
And hmm.
phase two, this data will help, because this is a factual data itself. You can mention and you can get marks from it.
Okay, so writing answers, this will help you because you can code these things.
Yeah.
And of course, in phase one, you can score marks through it. Very nice. So this is about your ESI and ARD. Okay. And in your phase two descriptive paper, apart from English, your own subject, like your subjective was of agri engineering only, right? So you want to tell us about that also, like any
Yeah.
sources, because students who are from agri engineering background or want to appear for this post in future, they will find that useful.
Okay. So basically, I try to first initially after clearing the prelims, I have only 1 month left for mains only. So at that time, I try to contact my seniors which are in NABARD.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, I didn't get any contact. So then I again I came in pressure like how to cover it now. So then what I decided is to go through the 2 3 books I prefer. Which first one is the JSHI, which is for Farm Machine and Power, one department of agriculture engineering itself. Then there is a AM Michael TP Oja book is there, which is famous for agriculture engineering only. So only these 2 books I mainly focus, and I was totally surprised after seeing the paper that a whole paper was set from AM Michael TP Oja only. Like there are the only factual questions are there, like for the even you will be know about it, like there is a question from drip irrigation, like
Right.
what is the the answer was the emitter, like from the point where our water came out from the drip. So this is the level of agriculture engineering questions, so it was quite easy, and I thought everyone was scoring too good in this section only. So for agriculture engineer who are preparing, just go through the AM Michael TP Oja only and try to practice questions from different competitive books as much as they can, because like practicing question is important.
Wonderful. That is very important for the students of agri engineering only, right? And now let us talk about, we have done ESIRD. Let us also talk about GA, which is there only in phase 1. So GA does not come in phase 2, and it is not of very high weightage. Like ESIRD are of high 40 marks each. So what about GA? How did you prepare? You had very less time.
Mhm. So, ma'am, basically for GA, I have to cover last 6 month syllabus. So what I did is like I just try to collect the monthly magazines of different institutes, whatever I am getting. So and based on that magazines only, I try to make my own notes. And from there only, just like I have explained earlier, that like there are the fixed range of question, like 20 questions will be asked, and there will be a one question regarding days. So I know that there are many limited number of days, so I can easily remember that. So 1 marks is fixed there. Then there is a personality name or sports persons are there. So there will be one question. So from that I know 1 marks is there. Then there are some government reforms or something like that. So there are 2 3 questions related to that. So this is how I target 10 to 12 questions only. I don't focus like I have to score more than 15 marks in that. So this is what I just go through the last year papers only, and just try to find out which are the different sections from where the questions were going to ask, and just try to cover that section only. Don't go to read the many things which are useless for us, like there are many things that this company must do this company, so that thing is not that much important, so you can skip that thing.
So
This was
basically public data, which is basically not by private companies or private things that are more important. But Tapan, I have a question here. See, as you were one of those students who likes making notes, right? So you used to make your own notes, but we get this query a lot. Let's see if you can answer that. Making notes is a very difficult task. Students feel that it difficult to write down all the things, and then they feel कि क्या छोड़ें notes में या क्या लिखें, तो ये confusion काफी रहता है. उसके लिए आप क्या suggest करोगे?
मैम उसके लिए वही है मैम कि जो लास्ट ईयर के जो पेपर्स होते हैं मैम, वही वही एक अल्टीमेटली सोर्स ऑफ है, क्योंकि अपन को नहीं पता है कि सामने वाला जो भी पेपर सेट करने वाले सर हैं वो उनकी मेंटेलिटी क्या है. तो वी कैन ओनली जज दैट थिंग फ्रॉम लास्ट ईयर पेपर्स ओनली. So like I have mentioned it again that I know that the questions are from this particular fields only, like from sports is there, like days are there, then military exercise are there. So I am just targeting that sections only. I am not going for learning each and every point which the aspirant going to do. So this is the only thing I am focusing on, because reading so many things is useless, because in the last time you will not gonna revise that thing. So this was again a problem with that.
So this is a very, very important advice, that you have to have the knowledge of previous year questions so that your preparation is based on it only. Otherwise, just as you said, that you will end up covering everything. Then you will not be able to revise. So you told the smart strategy that because you had limited time, you referred to the PYQs and covered only what was related to it.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. That is a good thing. And see, non-merit section, we don't know the cutoff what would it have been, or what qualifying kind of thing it would have been. But still, quant reasoning, you might be okay, you did not prepare much. English is also fine, but what about decision making, Tapan?
Ma'am, decision making was a surprise element for us also. So there were 10 questions, and what I am planning is like the cutoff will be around 1 to 2 marks only, not more than that.
Hmm.
So and one day before there is a like I have not prepared anything for decision making, and one day before when there is a paper for Rajbhasha,
Hmm.
so for them the paper was on I think 22 or something, like I don't exactly remember
Hmm.
it. So based on that only, in the one night I tried to cover whatever the management questions, because most of the questions from management field only,
Hmm.
like decision making management section only. So in the one night only, I just based on the questions which are I am getting, I just prepare from the net itself, and it was actually a luck for all of us, like who are appearing, because no one know what type of question is gonna ask. So based on my previously held trainings in my college for management itself helped me for getting this. And what I'm suggesting is like don't be afraid from this decision making section,
Hmm.
because it's only based on your thinking skills. Like they are just asking us situations only, and based on that situation you have to answer that questions.
Hmm.
This is the only thing.
That is very, very important. Very smart preparation you have done, because people were very afraid of decision making. There was no new sub. This was a new subject. Earlier there was no decision making, but this preparation was very smart. You also took a risk actually when you
Yeah.
left it completely, and then just when the paper came, you prepared that. But it reaped results
Actually,
for you.
there were 10 questions. Out of that 10 question, I easily answer 4 questions.
Hmm.
Because after reading that questions, I know this is the only answer of this questions.
Hmm.
So it like,
Right.
and some of my friends are there who are just mark 8 to 9 questions, and they know that they will easily score 3 marks. But
Hmm.
still, they mark 7 to 8 questions, and due to minus marking, I think they did not clear the final
Yes, that is also another point, that because negative marking is that just do not go on attempting all the questions. There is no need to it. So, Tapan, did you take any mock tests also?
Ma'am, as for prelims, ma'am, I didn't take any mock test,
Okay.
because yeah, I am mainly focused on AFO only. So I have a good trust that my agriculture section will be good, and for current affair, whatever I am reading, I will be happy with that only.
Hmm.
And for ESI section, I have mentioned that I am only focusing on the schemes only, and even after attending 1 to 3 mock tests, so I got just depressed that I am not scoring good in ESI. So I just
Hmm.
leave that mock test section, and I used to just find it whatever the content I have, just revise that content only, and I full believe that I will gonna clear it based on that content only.
Very nice. Wonderful that is. And
But still, I will suggest, ma'am, that don't skip this mock test section. Like you should take the mock test, because I have a less time and I have to prepare a lot, so I didn't take, because
Moreover, yes, yes, please.
yeah, in the 1 month itself, if I will take mock test, so in the first 15 days I have to read, and then again if after 15 days I will start marking the mock test, then due to less mark maybe I can get depressed that I am not getting the
Hmm.
good marks, so that's why I skipped it.
That is what I was going to point out, that because you had less time, and if you went for a mock test, then you will not have much time to analyze, then again to revise. So rather than that, you utilize your preparation in revising, reading more. So, but students who have more time, who are preparing from now itself or even before months, they should take this mock test. It will help them, obviously, right? But again, it depends on you. If you feel that nahi, it makes me depressed, then you focus on your revision
It will be
only.
much better, ma'am, because confidence is biggest thing in the exams.
Right. ठीक है. And one last thing about phase one, about the computer section. So AFO, I don't think AFO has computer section. No. Then how did you prepare for it?
Computer questions was quite easy from Excel, like the questions is from Excel, from Word.
Hmm.
So these are our day-to-day things in our MTech and in our BTech. So that section did not require any specific knowledge, and you will
Hmm.
easily clear the cutoff, because I think there are 20 questions from a
Yes.
computer. So that from out of that 20 questions, around 10 questions is from Word, Excel, Internet, like which browser is there, and all these type of questions. So for the cutoff itself, I don't think you need to specific any books, but I read one book as a safe side because I found some questions are tough during the last year. Whatever the analysis I have done, I
Hmm.
found some questions are hard. So based on that only, I read some books related to computer.
Can you please tell us any book so that students can note it down?
Actually, I just Google it that book like computer books PDF or like that.
Okay, like that. So you will find you can do
You can
that, right?
easily get there are many books available.
Very nice. ठीक है. So we have tried to cover all important sections of your preparation. Very interesting tricks and tips you have given. Now, please give us insights about your English descriptive paper also, because paper is to be typed, both the papers. So were you good in typing first of all?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I love to do coding, so I have a good typing speed. So
Uh,
that is the biggest advantage for me.
that is a good thing because students have the problem of this typing also, that speed might not match.
Mhm.
Okay. And how did you do the English descriptive paper preparation?
Okay, so ma'am, basically my English is not that good to appear in this exam. Like, so what I used to do is like I used to read that Indian Express newspaper regularly.
Hmm.
For 1 month itself, I used to read that so that I got a knowledge from that Indian Express paper, and also I know how to write the answers and what are the standard which I should mention for writing the answers. And then based on the that yeah, special like special section is there regarding different particular things. I am forgetting it. So editorial section is there
Okay,
in the
huh,
Indian Express also.
yes,
So
yes.
what are the specific articles I am getting? I used to write the Pressy from that article itself, because Pressy is the toughest thing for everyone,
Hmm.
and we should try to, like, if from here only, if someone's English is weak, just try to do this thing only, that try to write Pressy from the articles whichever present in the Indian Express. So I have
Hmm.
1 month only, so I used to write the Pressy from that particular sections. Nothing else.
Okay. So
Then
reading newspaper and practicing Pressy helped you, right? And like what was your order of attempt? Because like which question did you do first? Was there any time constraint you felt?
no, actually, ma'am, I know that I will type very fast, so I
Hmm.
will not face any type of time constraint. So during my English paper itself, I have to travel from here from Bhopal, from Kharagpur to Bhopal.
Hmm.
So whole night I have to travel. So I was not that much in a good condition to write. But still, after taking a tea, I just sit on the exam and just read the newspaper, read that particular question, and just start writing. So I just note down the points in the screen displaying, like in the screen itself, whatever the thing which I have to mention there, and then on the basis of that only I start writing.
Hmm.
So firstly I attempt, I think the essay I have attended. Then the second Pressy I have attended, and because I know that Pressy will take a lot of time because no one is good in that. And then lastly I attend the letter. So
Hmm.
due to my typing speed itself, I have around 18 to 19 minutes to uh, go through whatever the writing I have done, and
Hmm.
just improve my spelling mistakes and all.
That
So
is wonderful. That is a great thing actually, because if you have typing your speed of typing is good, then you can save time and then use it for
actually,
again checking it.
yeah, actually, ma'am, the problem is we have to think and type at the same time.
Hmm.
So if one is not having that much practice about this, so they can't do this thing. So
Hmm.
you should have a like practice of this particular thing from a
So
long.
you can practice. Students should get a keyboard and should try to increase their speed, because then it will be to your advantage that you can type quickly. You will not be under the pressure कि paper नहीं हो सका, जल्दी जल्दी करना था. ठीक है. तो English का preparation you have told that because you were reading newspaper, you were trying to write Pressy. So essay and all content practice did you do पहले ही before phase 2?
Ma'am, like what I did is I note down some important phrases. Is the phrases are there? Then our PM's words are there, which are important to mention in
Hmm.
the essay itself. And then there are some important uh, uh, whatever the important knowledge I'm getting from newspaper itself. Again, I make the notes, and I just write down some important topics which I feel that this will be gonna be asked, and based on that topic only I write some essays, like model essays, and I used to revise that particular essays. And uh, um, like it my luck only or what, I don't know, that one essay is from that particular that whatever I have written from that only.
Oh, that is good. Again, but see, basically, your practice reaped you results because you were practicing, you were putting in effort in the same direction. Because you said you refer to PYQs, then you knew that newspaper में से ये read करके लिखना चाहिए, so that helped you, right?
Yeah, and
So,
even essays from the current whatever the happening in the current only, from that only essay will gonna ask. So just note down some
okay.
points.
So those, as you said earlier, that whatever you read is also going to be useful in descriptive paper. So
Yes.
that is what happened. Okay. And Tapan, I think again we have discussed a lot about phase two. I want to ask that when you gave phase two, were you expecting interview call or you were not sure about it?
Because only one seat is there, 1:3 they will gonna call. So I was in worried also that whether I will gonna clear it or not.
Hmm.
But the result was came on 31st of December.
Hmm.
So at that day around evening, the result came, and I was totally shocked. Like it was, yeah. When I just see the result, so I remember my last roll numbers. Like my roll number is there. So as and when I see my roll number there, so I was surprised that no, this is not gonna my roll number. So I just again go through hurriedly. I just open my mail and note down my whole roll number. Then again find it on my mobile phone only. I was in market. So
Hmm.
at there only I was screaming like I got selected. I got selected.
Of course, because of less seats, obviously you were worried, but then you went for the interview and you got selected.
Yeah,
तो
yes.
बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा. थोड़ा interview experience भी please बताओ.
Okay, so ma'am, basically after mains, like I didn't do anything, and then after mains result, I start interview preparation with NABARD website only. So initially I covered NABARD website and I start giving mock interviews. Like there are many free mock interviews conducting for different institutes. So after attending 1-2 mock interview, again I was in depression because I was not doing good. Because every time the questions asked was different, and we are preparing for particular type of questions, and again we are not doing with the good. So then what I thought is like now what I can do is I will focus on basically my own my course background only, and whatever the dev form I have filled, based on that only I start preparing, and a little bit about the NABARD itself. But day by day again it is went up because NABARD having a lot of work which they are doing. And after the interview was started, the I got some transcript from my friends. So that again after reading that transcript I was again in depression because the question were asked from banking sectors are there, then financial sectors are there, some technical sectors are there. Every day when I receive transcript, because the interview process went for more than 1 month. My interviews was on 22nd of March, and interviews start on 28th of February. Every day I got some transcript. Every day I found that I don't know this topic. I don't know this topic. How will I gonna select? How will I gonna select? Then lastly, but when I appear on my interview days, my whole interview was planned basically, and it was totally planned for my educational background, which is food processing, which currently I am pursuing. So both the three interviewers asked question from this particular section only. But the one thing they asked me question related to what will be my efforts. So I think the ideas which I have given was a kind of innovative kind of ideas. So just try to innovate something while answering. So this will gonna help you to select and get the good marks.
So you, as you said, you majorly you focused on DAF, questions from DAF and NABARD website about NABARD you read and your own course because it is usually the ask questions. But what type of questions did you frame from your DAF?
Okay. So ma'am, from DEF only, I know I have food processing background. So question will be asked from the challenges of food processing and what India, where India is lacking in food processing, how different countries are doing good in food processing, how farmer earning can be improved. So these are the questions which I know this will gonna ask from me. So I used to write the answers, and every time I used to correct that answer, like how I can improvise that particular answers.
Hmm.
So this was the thing which I am doing.
Okay. So again, these are actually important things that you have done, because if you don't prepare about your DAF, then students are doing like something wrong, because it is important that you know about your own course, about your own field.
On field.
And Tapan, can you recall any question? You have told us the type of questions majorly about your course, but a few questions if you can recall from interview.
And basically, my interview start from my MTech project itself, and later on it went to challenges in food processing. Then the number of what is the percentage of different food processing of food products, particularly. Then how what will be your effort to improve that particular section? And then there is some related some question related to contact farming is there, and some crop related questions is there. Nothing
So
else.
yeah, these questions were there. I think your interview might have gone for 15 minutes around.
Only 12 minutes. Only 12
12
minutes.
minutes. Okay. Right. So after interview, क्या सोचा था? You will get selected?
Yes, ma'am. After coming out from the interview hall only, I know I will gonna select, because
You were confident.
in the interview itself, sir, that chairman, sir, R Gandhi, sir, have said me that your whatever the suggestion you are giving is nice one. So at
Hmm.
that point only, I believe that yeah, I will gonna select.
Hmm. Very nice. What suggestion did you give?
Ma'am, my suggestion was like they asked me how will you gonna improve food processing sector. So I just say we should incubate the students who are doing internships in different colleges from different particular private institutions. So we can directly incubate that student with the FPOs and SSGs. So here the FPOs having the problem of documentations and legal whatever the rules are there of FSI and different institute food safety rules are there. So the student will help the farmers, and farmers can arrange the machines based on the subsidy, and from that particular thing they can run their business, and students will get the this internship from there. So and even the students are getting money from the government for doing the internships from. So this was my idea, to directly incubate the student and giving them the certificate of like government.
That is a good idea, and it was appreciated also. Very nice. ठीक है. तो अच्छा था interview के बाद you were confident that you will, because your interview went on smooth lines. It was you could answer majorly questions and everything from your background. ठीक है. So I think yes, we have discussed a lot about your strategy. बहुत अच्छा था. I think the students who are watching this video, they will really find it useful for their own preparation, especially agri engineering वाले होंगे तो, because
Yes.
as you yourself said, आपने मुझे बताया कि there are not much things available for the guidance of agri engineering के लिए. तो ठीक है, थैंक यू आने के लिए. तपन, कुछ और few things you would like to tell to the future officer जो अभी aspirants हैं?
Okay, so when basically from my experience, कभी भी hope नहीं हारना है. Like although we having a 1 month only, even I having a 1 month only, but I used to study at that 1 month only. Like I never lose my hope that I will not gonna cover this particular sections. You know, like people are filing RTI and gaining how much number of seats are there and how much forms are filled and getting depressed with that. Don't see such type of things. Just focus on your studies and just believe in yourself. You will gonna clear it. And just yeah, whatever the opportunity you having in front of you in the first chance only, just try to grab it, because initially I having opportunity, like I was not planning to do MTech from IIT Kharagpur. I was just planning to do UPSC coaching from Delhi itself. So but I don't know how I just appear in the gate. I cleared gate. I got admission in IIT Kharagpur, and now I cleared NABARD itself. So this was not even my plan. I just selected. So just go
But
with
I
the
think the reason is that whatever you did with full effort and a
yeah.
consistency, hard work basically you have put in. As you told that even 1 month was there, you utilized that 1 month really well. So that
Yes.
is what reaps results. ठीक है.
Yeah.
Thank you, and we wish you all the very best from our entire team, all the students. We are happy to see you there, and we hope that you serve the organization and the country very well.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you.